Hello, this is Stephanie Kimball, and I am here to talk to you about the 21-day Racial Justice Challenge that the Presbyterian Church has put out. We are on day 5 of our challenge, and today we are talking about challenging environmental racism. And again, I just want to remind you, if you could go from your head into your heart when we talk about this subject, you'll really be able to hear what God is saying, and to challenge those things you think you might know are certain, and to go to a place of curiosity. So on our day 5 challenge, we must read the resolution of the 223rd General Assembly of the PCUSA on environmental racism. So let me get it here. According to the resolution, environmental racism is a term first coined by the Reverend Benjamin Chavez in 1981, used to describe the disproportionate burden of environmental problems that people of color take on. People of color are more likely to live in areas more exposed to pollutants in the air, ground, and water. Catastrophes such as floods, hurricanes, and earthquakes disproportionately impact people of color. These communities usually live in substandard housing within floodplains. Many people of color are given fewer resources to escape these environmental disasters. I was just watching a couple weeks ago the United Shades of America on CNN, and they were talking about that after Katrina, they came in and busted all the people out of the area. They evacuated people, and most of them were Black. And there was one housing project that they bust everyone out, and when the people returned, the housing project was torn down. It was completely gone. And so people had nowhere to go. And then when they rebuilt it as a higher income housing project. So those people couldn't even live there anymore. So check that out if you get a chance. It was a really good episode. Also, those who bear the brunt of environmental problems often find their voices silenced by many white environmentalists and polluters alike who see the problem and damage through their privileged eyes. So the church is asking us to, the official statement is, the church must combat these problems on both fronts to work to minimize environmental problems, and to do so by listening to the voices of those most disproportionately impacted. So I have a couple examples here. The earliest examples of environmental racism went way back to the Indian Removal Act of 1830, where Native Americans were confined to lands that were too dry, remote, or barren to be used for corporations or settlers. More recently, Native lands have been used for waste disposals and illegal dumping. The Dakota Access Pipeline has been an issue over the past few years. The Standing Rock Reservation, and We Stand with Standing Rock, that happened a while back. That pipeline would go under the Missouri River, which is the main drinking source for the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. And pipelines are known to break and would threaten their water supply. So that is another example. There's one from Chicago. The Altgeld Gardens was a 16,000 public housing community located in South Chicago. It was built in 1945 on an abandoned landfill to accommodate returning Black veterans from World War II. And so many of them got sick. Them and their families got sick from living there. And one that's right in our backyard is the Flint water crisis, where that community was using, bathing, and drinking in water that contained high levels of lead. The list goes on and on. If you go to the website, which I can put in the description of this video, you can click on the challenge. It'll take you to the resolution. And at the end of the resolution, there's actually a lot more info in the resolution. There is also a study guide that you can read, put out by the Presbyterian Church, on environmental racism and what the church is asking us to do. And it's really long, and there's a lot of stuff, a lot of great information in there too. So if you'd like to explore more, head to the website. We will be coming back on September 24th to discuss all 21 days of this challenge. We may find it might take more than one Zoom call, but we're going to try to discuss most of it on the 24th. I'll get you the time, the exact time, and we can talk about more tomorrow on more on environmental racism actually tomorrow. So we'll see you later. Bye.